Hey there guys, we're taking a look at The Witcher 3 running on the AMD Ryzen 5 5500U. Now this is currently running at 1080p with the lowest possible graphics settings with the 8GB of RAM. Now this is one of the last games that I actually managed to test with the 8GB, so we're also going to be looking at it running at 16. Now as you can see here, we're actually not using up as much RAM as you would expect us to be. We're actually still not even getting close to the full 8GB of the system itself. Of course, there's still the fact though that Windows is going to be using as much RAM as it can get its hands on, so we're still kind of relatively tight in terms of RAM here. Really, in general, trying to play like this is just not that great of an experience. We are getting a mostly sub 30 FPS experience a lot of the time, and that's really going to be on the edge of playability, especially with such aggressively low 1% lows. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like 16GB of RAM really fixes the situation here. We do see that the RAM usage is a lot higher. We are now using almost 8GB, which would have completely utilized all of the system memory in the previous configuration, but it doesn't really amount to much of an improvement in terms of the 1% lows. 720p does provide a much more playable experience at the 8GB of RAM limit, and really this is how you should probably just play the game. It's so much smoother. It's a much better experience like this. It feels like a whole different game just with how much smoother it is, and you're especially going to have a much easier time with the combat. And you see we even still have a better experience than 1080p with 16GB of RAM. So really, for the most part in this game, we are just GPU limited, and really 16GB of RAM does not actually do anything to improve the performance for the most part here. The 1% lows and the averages don't see any noticeable bump. Of course, this is like comparing different areas, so there's going to be slight variations in terms of performance here, but for the most part, it really just seems like the game does not benefit at all from having 16GB of RAM versus the 8. But in general, 720p is just going to provide you a better gaming experience than 1080p. But anyways, I hope you found this video useful. If you did, be sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.